go. This is Kami Allen. She writes for the Mama Diary. She's in Rhode Island. I'd like to introduce you to Sydney and to our co-exec producers, Ant and Dale. Normal 8-9 minutes. I'll ping you when you've got about 2 minutes left, okay?
Perfect. Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Kami.
Hi. Nice to meet you all. So I'm Kami. I write for the Mama Diaries. Ant and Dale, I'm going to start with you guys. So I feel like Transformers EarthSpark, it's a series that can be enjoyed by, multiple generations, both young and young at heart. How did you guys go about, modernizing the Transformers, but also acknowledging the older generation?
That's a fantastic question, Kami. So yeah, Transformers EarthSpark is all about family at its heart and center. And part of that is the family watching, right? You got us classic timers. I wouldn't say old timers, I'll say classic timers, who grew up with the G1 stuff and the Marvel stuff and had the toys themselves when they were kids. So it's an amazing privilege for us to be able to share this iconic franchise with these amazing characters with an incredible legacy and onto the next generation of kids with the next generation of characters. And it's reinventing these classic characters, like Optimus and Bumblebee and Megatron. It was never necessarily a reinvention. It was, okay, if we take those characters out of a scenario that we've seen them before, who are they and how would they have evolved in a world without that war, without the Autobot-Decepticon conflict? And who are they as bots?
Yeah, and creatively, that was a tremendous challenge and a really fun puzzle to figure out in the writer's room about who are they now without that conflict driving their everyday, looming over them and driving their every choice and shaping every choice that they make. What happens when that's over and they're citizens of the world now and marooned away from home on this foreign planet where suddenly a whole new generation and species of Transformers is born, and they're like this new next link of evolution. And what does that mean for them, and how can they help them thrive and rise to be not just a family but a team of heroes?
I really love that family is like the heart of this series. I think that's really great and relatable just for everyone, Sydney, so Transformers is such a massive franchise. Everyone knows about it. It's so well known. What made you want to be part of the series?
Well, when I was auditioning, I actually didn't even know I was auditioning for Transformers EarthSpark. I just thought that the script was really amazing and seemed so exciting. So when I got to find out that I was going to be playing Robby in Transformers EarthSpark, I was so excited. My family was so excited for me. I think it just has such an amazing legacy behind it that at the core of it is always family, friendship, and, finding the good and, just working together. So it's got so many great messages, and to be a part is such an honor.
Yeah, it's really great. So Twitch and Thrash, they're like super cool Transformers, and being born on Earth kind of sets them apart. I like how they're kind of like more humanized, and so I'd love to know, Ant and Dale, how did you work like the design process of those characters?
Well, when Dale was initially hashing out the Bible, part of their personality was always in their alt modes. So like even conceptually, like Twitch being a drone, she's like flight, she's like a bit all over the place, but she's also like very, very smart, and she talks very quickly, and she is a bit of a flitterer. So I wanted that reflected in the designs, being very light in design, being only a little bit taller than humans, but definitely being proportionally not what you necessarily expect a Transformer or Cybertronian to be, but also still a very strong character, very bold character with her color choices. She's very front center, and with Thrash, they always refer to him, excuse me, as the James Dean of the Terrans. And we really latched onto that, bringing back more of a classic, cafe racer bike design, something that you wouldn't necessarily put front and center of a science fiction, show. Typically this would be more of a Ducati or a sports bike. But by going for this like sidecar, it feels very charming and very like reminiscent of that kind of like playful, I wouldn't say bad boy, but playful like scoundrel that's got Thrash's a little bit of the rapscallion.
Yeah, I like them. They're just a lot of fun. And which brings me to my next question, Sydney. So I love the relationship not only between Robby and Mo, but also like their connection to Twitch and Thrash. What do you think is so special about their relationship?
Well, I think it is really amazing that they have this deeper connection besides just, like in other Transformers movies, which is really amazing that the teenager will somehow find out that their car is actually Bumblebee, which is super cool as well. But in this series specifically, they are really joined together and they really like share so much. And I think that's really amazing because it helps people, kids, and like you said, the young at heart really imagine what it would be like if you were in your body and you got to share some of those same powers with a Terran or with a a Transformer, what that would be like. So I think it just really contributes to the imagination, and I think it's just so fun for people to try to live in Robby and Mo's shoes. So I think it's so exciting.
So Dale, were the characters of Robby and Mo, like their bond, their brother, like I just love how the first episode, Robbie's like staying under the table, and it's so relatable, and I really enjoyed that. Was their relationship, like, was it inspired on anything, or how did you guys develop that?
Great question, Robby, and thank you for the compliments as well. Appreciate that. Yeah, Robby and Mo and their relationship was not whole cloth taken from my personal life, but very much inspired by my relationship with my older brother. I have two brothers, one older, one 6 years younger. But my older brother and I love each other very much, but we grew up 18 months apart from one another, and so there was a lot of conflict in that household as well, and a lot of competition. And we had our rough patches like Robby and Mo do, but we always hashed it out, and we always came back together and believed in each other and leaned on each other and supported one another. And that's where a lot of that stuff, not only in that episode, but throughout the show, comes from.
Okay, so question for all three of you. Ant, you can go first. What was your favorite Transformer in this series?
Well, he's not. I'm gonna go today. I am gonna go with Thrash because I just love his just playfulness and his constant energy. I think in the next group of episodes, he might just be scooted out of the way a little bit by a character we introduced in episodes 9 and 10, called Jawbreaker, who has got a real special place in my heart, and I love his growth.
Dale, do you want to go next?
Sure, and I hope I'm not about to steal Sydney's answer here, but it's so hard to choose a favorite child, but I will say the first one that I put down on paper and felt very confident in sharing with Ant before we took it to the development executives was Twitch. So Twitch holds a very special place in my heart. Her personality and character just kind of, I won't say wrote itself, but was just so easy to put down because it felt like an amalgamation of a couple of kids that I knew in real life, and it all just kind of clicked together, especially with the alt mode of a drone being expressive of her personality while in bot mode as well. And all those puzzle pieces fit together really nicely. I love her to bits. Her and Robby are the best.
Oh, look at that.
Nice. Oh, that looks so cool. Well then I guess I just have to go, with the classic Bumblebee. Everybody loves them. So cool. And like I said, just watching the first, Transformers movies that I was introduced to, a teenager always finds out that, oh my gosh, my car is Bumblebee. So I think it's so cool to actually be able to interact and actually get to know Bumblebee more through the series and get to see his like fun quirks.
Okay. Last question. What are you guys hoping for families to take away from this series? Ant, you want to answer it for me?
Well, I think that it's important to understand that no matter the adversities that can sometimes hit a family, that staying together and staying strong and accepting each other and being there for each other is just honestly the most important thing. As what Vin Diesel would say, it's all about family.
That's right.
Family.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for talking with me today. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kemi.
Thanks.